Hello everyone, welcome back. In this video, we'll see managing storage. So after completing this video, you should be able to partition storage devices, configure LVM, the logical volume manager, and format partitions or logical volumes, and mount file systems, and add swap files or spaces. So let's see how we can configure the storage with the Ansible modules. So the first one will be using the parted module. So let me create some playbook storage.yaml. Okay, name new 10 gig partition, and using the parted module, specify the device dev vdb and number 1 and part start 1 MB, part end 10 GB, and the state present. Okay, so the parted module supports the partition of block devices, and this module will include the functionality of the parted command, and it will allow to create partitions with a specific size, flag, and alignment. So here we are specifying the device and the partition number and the start and end size and the state. Okay, so next we'll see LVG and lvol modules. Okay, so here create a volume group, and it will be LVG. Specify the VG name and the physical volume dev VGA1, and the PE size 32. And make state present. So VG1 is the volume group name, and it uses the dev VGA1 as the physical volume for the volume group, and 32 is the physical extent size, and state present. Okay, so in the next example, let's see resize a volume group. Okay, so to resize, we'll use this example to specify the VG, VG1, and PVS, dev VGB1, and VGC1. So in this example, if the VG1 volume group is already available with the dev VDB1 as the physical volume, so the volume is enlarged, adding a new physical volume, which is dev VDC1. Okay. So next we'll see the logical volume. Name, create a logical volume of 2 GB. Okay, lvol is the module name and vg name, lv name, and the size 2 GB. State present. Okay, so the lvol module creates logical volume and supports the resizing and stringing of those volumes as well, and the file system on top of them. So basically the LVG and lvol module support the creation of logical volumes, including the configuration of physical volume and volume groups. So the LVG takes as a parameter the block devices to configure as the backend physical volume for the volume group. Okay, so next we'll see the file system module. File system module. Okay, let's see some example. Create an XFS file system. Okay, here the module name will be file system and FS type XFS and the device the VGB1. It uses the XFS file system for the device VDB1. Okay, so basically the file system module supports both creating and resizing the file system. So this module support resizing ext2, ext3, ext4, ext4dev, f2fs, lvm, xfs and vfat file systems. Okay, next we'll see the mount module. Mount module. Okay, let's see an example. Mount device with ID. So the module name will be mount and specify the path for the mount /data and source. Either you can use the UID or the source that you want to mount. So for example, I'm just mentioning some UUID equaled something like so you can put those number here and the FS type XFS state present. So here /data is the mount point and the SRC will be the source that you want to mount and the file system will be XFS. Okay, let's say if you want mount any NFS file system, then you can use this example. Name mount NFS share and using the mount module can put the path NFS share and the source can mention any of the NAS device mount point. /share and this is the options, default, dump 0, and pass number 0, state mounted. Okay, here as I mentioned, you can put UID or the local, for example, dev vdb1, something like that. You can use the source. And this is for the NFS. Okay, so next we'll see the swap modules. Swap modules. So for example, create new swap volume group lvg, and the VG name VG swap pvs dev vga1 state %. Okay, and next name, create new swap logical volume, so lvol vg vg swap, and lv swap, and the size 10 gig. Okay, next name, format swap lv, and using the command module mkswap dev vg swap lv swap. When Ansible swap total MB less than 128. Okay, to activate swap LV, use the command module swap on dev vg swap LV swap. Condition, when Ansible swap total MB less than 128. Okay, so if it is less than 128 MB, then it will increase the swap space. Okay, so that's it in this video, and I believe I have covered almost all the chapters in this Ansible automation course. Okay, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next.